Oh,
There you
gosh, I love the
go.
sound of that. The documentary series The Last Dance highlights the Jordan Bulls of the 1990s. It first aired on ESPN back in April. It averaged 5.6 million viewers per episode for ESPN. Those are bananas numbers.
Huge. It's now streaming on Netflix, but if you've already seen it or you're just not a sports fan, is it really worth your time? So here to tell us, joining us via Skype from Paul's trip to the movies, we want to welcome Paul McGuire Grimes. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
All right, so listen, The Last Dance, I was looking forward to it because I grew up watching the Bulls in the 90s. But for the folks who didn't, is this any good for them?
It's incredible. I know nothing about basketball. Like, I know people are, and but I was riveted with every episode. So it's really extensive. It really is this thorough look back at Jordan, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, their lives, their careers, and how did they get to win 6 NBA championships. I was so engrossed, and it really has this forward drive, this momentum that then keeps you wanting to watch the next episode. So you find yourself in this basketball binge that you didn't expect to be on. And I was thoroughly engaged throughout the entire thing.
There's so many interviews in it. We watched it, and I just really enjoyed it. And what's fascinating is that there's so much footage that was taken actually during that time. So during that 97-98 season, which was known as The Last Dance for that team and Coach Phil Jackson. And there's all this access that this film crew got to these guys that was unbelievable. And then to not see it for 20 years is amazing.
And it's really great to hear how Michael Jordan talks about those times and what it means to be a hero, an icon, to be the best in your field. And he's got some grudges from back in the day, and it's a different look at Dennis Rodman. I saw him differently. I learned a lot about Scottie Pippen and all these names I just wasn't familiar with, and I really loved it in a way that I didn't expect going into it.
You'll have a lot of discussions about Michael Jordan, and what I like about it is that for so long he was just painted as this good guy, and through this you're able to see that he's just like any other person.
And you see why teammates would be frustrated to be on the team with him and all that kind of stuff.
It's really great. It's definitely worth watching.
That's available on Netflix. All right, Paul, we have to get to this. Tell us the developments surrounding the long-anticipated Disney movie Mulan, the live-action remake.
Right, so it was supposed to have this theatrical run. It was supposed to come out this past spring. Then it got pushed to the fall. Well, and now Disney has decided that it's gonna forego the theatrical release and release it on Disney Plus. However, it's not going to come for free like we would expect from Hamilton or Black is King, which you would normally see for free on Disney Plus. It's going to come with a $29.99 price tag. Ooh. But unlike other, video on demand choices, this means that you will actually be able to own the movie if you are a Disney Plus subscriber.
Now, Paul, that's a huge difference because I rented Trolls World Tour back at the beginning of quarantine when it came out. $25, and I thought, okay, it's like going to the movies, whatever. And then it vanished 2 days later, and I thought, wow, that's just a rental. You would think at $25 they would allow you to keep it. So I think this is a good move for Disney to say if you pony up that much cash, it's yours.
Right, and as long as you're a subscriber, I mean, if you
right,
you're going to lose it. So it's a mix. It's not for free. You do have to pay for it, but then you're going to own it. And I am bummed. I think this movie did deserve to be seen in the theaters. But again, we're seeing studios really test what models are going to work at home, whether it's free through Netflix, whether people are going to be willing to pay for it. And then how does that stay in the zeitgeist? Are people going to keep talking about it? And maybe this will encourage moviegoers and families to watch it if it's available at home.
We'll see. Okay, Paul, we got to go in a second, but Black is King is from Beyonce. It's on Disney Plus. What do you expect from this for people who maybe say, I don't really know what it is?
Yeah, so she directed this. It's called a visual album, but it really is a movie, and it is this elaborate kind of Lion King inspired. You're going to hear dialogue from the Lion King. It's her music from the concept album that she did. The choreography is fantastic. The costumes are stunning. You got African culture and landscape on display. I mean, it is a visual feast, and it is Beyonce through and through, but it's also for kids. I mean, it is on Disney Plus, and it really encourages kids to find their inner kings and queens to be the leaders in their community. And how does Beyonce want her kids to grow up?
Paul, thank you for your time as always. We appreciate it. You at home can visit Paul's website. It's paulstriptothemovies.com. He's got updates on movies and streaming services. You can also listen to him on the Colleen and Bradley Show on My Talk 107.1 every Friday, or you can watch him on his YouTube channel, also called Paul's Trip to the Movies. Who is TCL's movie trip brought to us by?
Muska Lighting, thanks for asking. Their showrooms in Roseville and Eden Prairie are open now. They're cleaning, and they ask that visitors wear a mask, so make sure you visit them. Right now, they have these special packages to choose from that will really easily coordinate your lighting between your dining room, your foyer, and your island, all for one price, and you can find all of that info at muskalighting.com. Thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring TCL's movie trip. Replace old and dated fixtures with a new light and change the look and feel of your home. Our mudroom fixture from Muska Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Muska Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you.